You guys know I had to talk about the Sifu trailer for Secret Level. It's so cool to get a cinematic representation of the game that so many of us love and poured so many hours into and raged over. Not only that, it's getting woven into an anthology series featuring some other really big titles like Mega Man, Pac Man, Warhammer. I think this could do a lot for the game as far as exposure. I can't wait to see more people get inspired to download it and discover their path to Wuda, just like so many of us have. So, without further ado, let's dive in. From a creative standpoint, I was always curious how someone would handle the MC's death and resurrection on screen. Because when you die, obviously you get the opportunity to learn new skills, right? I really love what the writers did here because they show us that process. He's actually like interacting with his older self, which is kind of wild. My question is he seeing himself in the future? Like, is he talking to the dude and training himself? Because that would be kind of insane. This place kind of reminds me of the infamous red training room you find in the game. I'm also wondering if there are infinite versions of himself in the distance. That's kind of haunting, if you ask me. Really shows a level of repetition he's willing to undergo. The environment is another creative dilemma because the lack of civilians, in a sense, is what enables him to commit all this kung fu murder in the game. Not a lot of external forces that interfere with us. The population density here, though, is super sensible, especially in like a downtown esque China kind of area that a club should be in. What I'm most curious about though is the burning. Is that still going down? I don't see any fire in the trailer whatsoever. And as a matter of fact, I feel like the rain would kind of dampen that anyway. Let me know what you guys think, because even if the burning was supposed to happen, now there's like a ton of people inside the club now. How's it going to affect them? Also, this shot in particular is so nice, and I'm wondering if it's related to anywhere you find in the game. Not that I'm aware of. Let me know what you guys think. If they just made it up, then it just kind of is what it is. It's a really, really cool looking place. I had to snag a shot of my dude in his 70s, just kind of vibing. I wonder if he reaches this age in the club, like if he dies enough to get this old, like the rest of us did in our first playthrough. Or if this is like after he reaches Wuda, perhaps, and then, he's finally living at peace, chowing down on some dumplings. Also, who the heck is this lady giving him the dumplings? I wonder if she's just like the lady with the voiceover at the beginning saying that, they'll kill him. I'm also kind of curious if like it'd be really funny if she also started off young and then got old. I don't know if how much sense that makes because he ages very differently than everyone else, but I wouldn't necessarily put it beyond the writers to maybe create new characters for this. It also has me very interested to see, or rather, listen to the dialogue. Is our guy gonna is he gonna have more lines? Because he's not much of a speaker. He's got a bunch of one liners in the game, but he's not much of a talker. So maybe he sits and vibes with this lady a lot in this episode. She seems like such a sweet person, though. Not gonna lie. The game itself kind of straddles this weird line of eloquent badassery, but then also brutal murder. It seems like the show chose the red pill, for blood. There's a shot in the other trailer of him basically slam dunking a knife into a dude's head after slicing everyone else up. They could have gone either way with this, and I'm not necessarily saying I love that they went with the more brutal route, but I will say, if Wuda ends up being emphasized in the episode whatsoever, it will be that much sweeter when he contrasts that against the brutality. There won't be this weird irony of shanking someone and then sparing their boss. So, anyway, let me know how excited you guys are for this. If you have any concerns, anything I missed, I'm sure I did. The dream is that I can pull off some kind of watch party, but we'll see about that. At minimum, there will be some kind of recap. I'm so thrilled for this shit, man. Like, seriously, hope it attracts more players. I hope it opens the door for more cinematic avenues. Imagine an episode of this, but like in the museum. Like, how fucking crazy would that be? Lastly, I want to say that as a screenwriter, I'm so jealous. I wish I got the opportunity to write on something like this or something subsequent, regarding this episode, but who knows? Wishful thinking. Either way, love you dudes. Wooda out.